friends, today I have heard the most absurd and crazy things to date in my fellow country, Romania. Very nice country, very beautiful, with crazy people around. They are planning, the guys in Parliament, Voiculescu and the others, a new suspension of our beloved President Mr. Traian Băsescu. But I asked, because I was informed by the Secret Services, I asked how, or rather I informed myself from the newspapers, and I asked them, my contacts, how do you plan to do this? Because in our beloved Constitution of Romania, it is said specifically to avoid crazy things like this, that the President of Romania cannot be suspended in the last six months of his mandate, and the presidential elections shall be organized in November 2nd or 9th this year, 2014, because the second mandate of Băsescu, the last term, began in 2009. And my fellow contacts said, well, we are going to bypass the Constitution, we have found a loophole. I said, well, there's one loophole. He said, well, we are going to suspend Mr. Băsescu immediately after the election. And I asked, what elections? I thought, maybe they will invent some parliamentary elections, the parliament will be dismissed, dissolved. He said, no, they will have no parliament, we will have only the presidential election. We are going to suspend President Băsescu immediately after the presidential elections. And I said, well, but after the presidential elections he will no longer be president. This is like a scenario in Alice in Wonderland. There is a cat pleading for the life of Alice to not be decapitated or hanged, and the cat appears in the sky, and as she speaks, only her head remains, the head of the cat. And the queen gets angry, said, well, I want that cat to be decapitated. And one minister said, well, your majesty, we cannot decapitate a head who has no body. And the queen said, bullshit, any head can be cut off. And so it begins. Yes, there is a saying article, because he was saying that if the temporary president, because in 2 weeks there will be the second round of presidential election, in another 2 weeks the new president should be inaugurated. But those fellow people in PSD, Romania, have planned to organize the first round of presidential election exactly 45 days before the actual end of the presidential mandate of Băsescu, which shall end on 21st of December 2014. And one may ask, why 45 days? Well, because 45 days is a legal term. So if those people in the crazy parliament organize the suspension of Băsescu exactly the same day when the first round of the presidential elections are organized, and at those presidential elections President Băsescu cannot compete because he's already at his second term, then we will have a month of 45 days when President Băsescu will still be in charge, and he can be suspended according to the Constitution, because he will be the temporary president of Romania. But the Constitution also says, it was made for sane people, the temporary president can be demised, but you cannot demise through a referendum President Băsescu after he was suspended. The dismissal referendum has to be organized 30 days after his suspension, because he is no longer president. You cannot demise someone who is no longer in office, So they're planning this thing to put President Băsescu in prison immediately after his dismissal, and to avoid all this legal bullshit that former presidents should have the right to be protected by secret services and shall have a nice pension and so on. So that is, they are planning, that is why they have chosen 45. 45 days means 15 days for making the dossier for suspension, plus another 30 days waiting for, the referendum. So they will organize the dismissal referendum exactly in the same day where his actual mandate ends. So on 21st of December 2014, when the 5-year mandate of President Basescu ends, he will also be demised by people through a referendum. This is how things work in Romania, my friends. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to Romania. You are left to ponder, All your life you strive to be king, emperor, prince, tsar of Russia, to have billions of dollars, women, I don't know what. Shit, iPods, iPhones, and when you are dead, a tribe of citizen cannibals come, takes your body, empty your body of internal organs, and feed your internal organs to nice, very little cats and that little dogs, like Alex Molnar said, the citizen spy. He's mocking. He said, well, when you are gone, when you are dead, your body will be fed to a very nice cat, a very nice dog, and they will be so pleased with you, and then you will have the first people. Goodbye, bye.